Hello, welcome to this video. I'm going to show you all about this caravan behind me here. It's going to be pretty much in depth, probably quite a long one, but I'm going to show you everything about this caravan. I'm going to show you how to operate everything. I'm going to show you how to use a motor mover. I'm going to put the awnings up. There's 2 awnings. I'll explain about them as we go along. So yeah, stick with me please. So as I said, this is the Ace Jubille Ambassador 2-berth caravan, first registered in 2004. It's a very nice caravan. It's got loads and loads of accessories with it, which I'm going to show you now. It's got the Alco hitch lock, the stability hitch that gives for great towing, makes the caravan very stops all the shake and one thing and another. It's coming with this hitch lock. Under the cover, under this front cover here, there's 2 gas bottles. Let's pop this up. There's 2 gas bottles. This one is full, completely full, but that one is empty, but it's a spare for you. You've got the blue fluid and the pink fluid for the toilet cassette and the toilet flush, which I'll explain to you as we go along. It has the front airframe cover for on here. There's a wheel brace there. You've got your caravan mirrors for your car. This tool here is for engaging the motor mover. You've got the handle here for the 4 corner steadies. This bit of blue pipe is for when you go to an outside tap for filling up the water containers. And this big handle here is the ones that you pop into each end of the water barrels to roll them along so you can fill them up with water. It's coming with 2 water butts, 1 on, 1 spare. This cover here is for this vent. Now this is the water heater vent, and the water heater vent is on at the minute inside and it's working on the gas. So when you've got the hot water on the gas, you take this cover off, and all this cover does, it just pushes on to this vent. And behind here, I'll just put the camera down a minute. So behind this locker, you've got the leisure battery, which is in very good condition. You've got the hookup lead. The hookup lead hooks up into there, and I've got this hooked up into my shed, and this lead is about 40 or 50 feet long. You've got the remote here for the power touch motor mover and the isolator switch, and I'm going to show you how to use them in a little while. So you've got the motor mover. You've also got a security clamp for the wheel, plus security clamp for the hitch lock. You have the wastewater container here with its wastewater pipes, and all these pipes do is just push into these slots here, and then you just wedge them into that hole. Now the caravan has got 2 awnings, and I'm going to put them both up. This awning here, I'm going to put this one up in its entirety, and I'm also going to put this awning up as well. This is a 3/4 awning. So the awning's in this bag here. You've got the poles in that bag, and in there is the ground sheet, and there's also a spare ground sheet in the caravan under one of the bunks, as I remember, under one of the seats. This is the other awning. This is the awning bag, awning poles, and down here there's a box with pegs and one thing and another in it, and a mallet and what have you. Them storm straps. There's also a load more pegs in this bag here, in there, loads and loads of pegs. And above here, this is a caravan cover. Now it's quite windy up here today, and I can't put this on my own. It's just impossible. And there is also a little 9-inch tear in this caravan cover. It got caught on the flue for the fire on the caravan roof. Take it or leave it, you know, it's just a 9-inch scratch, but it is a caravan cover. And there we have a bit of a windbreak you can knock in. Well, there's the awnings. It's very level across the front of the Caravan. I've got the blinds down and the nets down inside. I'm going to show you that they all work when we get inside. Very straight down this side. Now behind this locker here, and I'm going to have to put the camera down again because I need two hands. So behind this locker here is the cassette for the toilet. Thetford cassette for the toilet. Now this is where all your toilet waste goes into, and this cassette pulls all the way out. And the way to remove this is this plastic lever here. Pull it up with your thumb and pull the whole cassette forward. Now this whole cassette comes out, like I say. You can take it to a drain, and what you do to clean it out, you just pull this back, unscrew this cap, tip your waste down an appropriate drain, put a bit of water in it, cap back on, give it a swill, cap back off, put a couple of litres more water in it, and then the blue fluid goes in this one. Push that back in, it all clips back into place. Above is the door where you fill the water system for the flush on the toilet. So all you do with this, you put a bit of pink fluid in there, fill it with water. It takes about 15 litres. Either use a hose pipe or a watering can, and that sets up your flush for your toilet, and I'll show you how to operate it when we go inside. All these locks work on the Caravan, and there's a couple of sets of keys. Across the back of the Caravan there's a little ding in it which I'll show you. There's a ding here and one there, but in general it's in pretty good condition. Let you have a look. All the external lights on the Caravan work, all the brake lights, indicators, rear lights, etc., number plate lights. All good across the back. Come down the little ding there, I'll point it out and then you know. Little ding there and a little one up here. It brings down this side. You've the Caravan step there, that's coming with it as well. Like I said, it's got all the accessories and more. It's very level down this side. I just hope you can catch it on this video camera. There is a little scratch here. A little scratch here. It hasn't broken the bodywork, it's just an indentation. The Caravan weighs 1,035 kilograms unladen, and it can gross out at 1,225 kilograms. It has the stable door, which I'll show you when we go in, light above which works. There's a little ding here. I should have moved away from the fence a bit more, but it's very level. A lovely Caravan. So that's the outside. So remember, you're getting a hitch lock, Caravan mirrors, A-frame cover, wheel brace. I didn't show you that, sorry. That's the adapter to plug it into mains electricity on the hook-up lead. All the tools for the legs and the motor mover, 2 water butts, wheel clamp, wastewater container, 2 awnings, Caravan cover, and Caravan step. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to take it round the back, and I'm going to show you the motor mover working, and I'll also put up these 2 awnings, and then we'll take a look inside. The Caravan is 8.5 feet tall, and from the back of the body to the front of the body it's 15 feet 3 inch, and from the back right to the front of the towing hitch it's 18 feet 3 inch. It grosses at 1,225 kilograms, and unladen it weighs 1,035 35 kilograms. So as I said, this Caravan's got a motor mover on it, so make sure you've wound up all your corner steady legs on all four corners of the Caravan. Make sure that your handbrake's on, and then you come down to this motor mover using this tool. And all you do with this is you put it on the end of this stud. It's on the end of there, like this, and you turn it 180 degrees and it pushes this motor against the tyre, like this. Then you go around the other side and you do exactly the same with the other motor. Onto the end of that one, and turn this one 180 degrees, and it'll move this motor against this tyre, like this. And that's your motors locked in place. And then you come behind this cupboard here, you open this door up, push them in, give it a tug, and then in here, this is the isolator switch. This is the isolator switch. You push it in and turn it to the right 90 degrees, and then here we have the motor mover. And to turn this motor mover on, you press these red buttons together and the green light comes on, like this. Now that means that the motor mover is turned on and the Caravan is ready to move, apart from, remember to take the handbrake off, like this, and then I'll come back here. So to make the Caravan go forward, you press this button here, and the Caravan's now moving forward. To make it move back, you press this one, this one here, and the Caravan moves back. Like that. And then you can slew the Caravan by using these controls here. And for example, if you held this one and this one down, you can spin the Caravan a full 360 degrees. Same with these. Or if you just want to slew the back or the front end round, you can just use them independent of each other, like this. So that's the motor mover. Now this will turn itself off automatically after a few seconds, so you need to disengage everything. So all you do is go back and put the handbrake on, come to the isolator switch. This will be stored in here, then you know where it is. It has a 9-volt battery in it, and you just turn the switch to the left. It is now switched off, and remember then to disengage your motors from your wheel, because if you don't, it'll shred your tyres and destroy the motors. And it's just a simple case of reversal procedure. 180 degrees that way, your motors move back, and we'll do the same around the other side. And that's your motors disengaged. You've turned your isolator switch off, everything's off the wheels, everything's good, and that is how you operate the motor mover. So this is the awning. It's a Royal Lounge 390 3/4 awning. It's not pegged out properly yet, but I just want to give you an idea of what it looks like. It's lightweight. It's coming with all its carrying bags. This bag here is for the tent, for the awning, sorry, and that's what it is. You've got some spare skirts here for along the side of the caravan inside. There's a spare pole there. That bag is for the awning poles, and this bag is for the ground sheet. And over here you've got caravan pegs, etc. So on the ends, I'm just showing you for demonstration, this folds down and zips down at either side to close that fly net up. On the other end, the other one is down. I'll just show you that, then you know what it looks like that. So it all zips down. The front doors unzip and roll up. So these front doors zip up the sides. The net rolls down, you secure the net, and then you can unzip the doors and roll the doors up so you can open up all this front, let plenty of air in. It has a ground sheet like this, and it's just a simple push to pull system with an adjuster here to extend this bar out to tension the roof. So you've that one, you've one there, one across the top, one down this side, and then this pole here is one long pole that folds up on itself, and you feed it through the top there of the awning all the way around down to the other side, and at this end it secures by velcro there and there. And like I say, I've not pegged it out, but that's the awning. It's a very good awning. Plus there's already, I put a caravan skirt on the van running the full length, but like I say, there is those spare ones outside. It's just colour coded. So that's the awning, and what I'll show you next, them's all the bags and etc. There's the awning. This awning I'm going to put up in its entirety, but this awning, although it's a full awning, it has all its doors. One of the zips has broke on one of the ends, so I'm not going to put it up as a full awning. I'm going to put it up as a gazebo, just so you can see what kind of size it is of one thing and another. And here it is with the doors off, so that's how you can turn it into a gazebo. You get plenty of fresh air through, sit under there in the shade, happy days. So now you've seen the motor mover and the awnings, we'll take a look inside. And as I say, it's the stable barn door, which means that you can have the top open independently from the bottom. And all you do with this is you just push this lever back, close this bottom section of the door, and you can have this one open like this, if you so wish. And on this door there's a blackout screen. I'll just pull this back round and we'll shut the door, then we'll go in. So there's a blackout blind there, just to show that it works, and you can have this set at various heights. You know, you can either have it fully down or partway up, whatever. So you come into the caravan. I'm just going to kick my boots off. 1 second. So you come into the caravan, and across this door there's a pull across fly screen. It's awkward with one hand. Right, so you've got your pull across fly screen like this. So it's nice to have the door open in summer, put that across and attempt to keep the flies out. Good luck with the door, because I've never managed to. But anyway, that's a different story. So what I've done in here, I've come in, I've pulled all the blinds down to show you that they work. And behind the blinds are fly nets. So I'll just put this camera down and pull these, bring these blinds up. There we go, bit of lighting. I've got all the fly nets down. All the fly nets are good. And all the windows open okay. And then above us we've got, if you can see this is another blind across this window across the top. It's a Hitch window. You can pull it across and have it as a fly net. So that's a fly net there. You can open these up like this, and then this window opens up, this Hitch. Open up these clips. This handle pulls down and push the window up. You can either it fully open like that, which lets in loads and loads of fresh air, or you can rest it on there like that and just pull those clips across the top of it so it doesn't blow about. And I'm going to leave that open a bit actually, because I've got the heating on in here, and although it's a cold, wet, windy, blowy day, it's very hot. Oh, just to show you, this TV is not coming with the Caravan, but I just want to show you the reason for putting a TV on is to show you that the status aerial works, which is up there. Yeah. In fact, I'll knock that off. Yeah, just to say that this TV doesn't come with a Caravan. So you've loads and loads and loads of cupboard space. Melamine, pots, pans, plates and a kettle in there, and some bowls at the back, all dry. The Caravan doesn't leak any water in, there's no rot, the floors are solid. Above the window there's a shelf. There's also a clock there, but that clock needs a battery. I've got all the lights on to show you that they work. More cupboard space on this side. In here, this is homemade. This is just to store and stack things in so it doesn't fall about all over the place. Next door, tea, coffee, sugar pots and a salad tumbler there. All good in this cupboard. And then you've got a couple of shelves here. Big cupboard here with a shelf above. Also in this ceiling there's another skylight with a blackout blind across, and also a fly net, and these windows just push up on these handles. I'll show you in the washroom next. So in here, this is an absolutely fantastic washroom. It's got a full-size shower in it. It's got the door across for privacy. So you have the Cassette swivel toilet. So this toilet swivels like it says. This is the flush, and when this light turns red, in the cassette box outside that I showed you, to the left of it as you look in, there's a 9-volt battery. Maybe flat, might want a new one, but what it does is when that cassette that I showed you outside fills up, this light comes on so you know that it's ready for emptying. But this is the flush. Okay, so what happens in here, there's a little gate there, like a little gate. Now this lever here, pull it forward like this and it opens and shuts that gate. Okay, so when you come to use the toilet, open that gate up, do what you have to do, and then give it a flush with this lever. So up and down like this, and this is the pink fluid I was talking about, which gives it a flush. Then close this lever back up, give it a little flush again, because that gate has a seal on it, and if you just keep it moist, it doesn't tend to go hard and fail. What am I trying to say? It doesn't go hard and fails to seal that ring in the bottom. Toilet brush there, toilet roll holder, towel holder, shelf above, blackout blind and fly net. This is the circular shower. This is a full size shower. So you have a shower head, shower base, plug, and this door goes around like this, so you're not splashing water everywhere. These are perspex, they're not glass, so you don't have to worry about them breaking and shattering. Hot and cold tap. We'll turn the hot water on. Well, I better check, see if I've got the pump on first. We'll do the water in a minute. I'll just finish in this bathroom. So you've got vanity sink unit there with cupboards below, a little waste bin, a basin for in the sink, shelf. This mirror can also give you, behind here is a wardrobe with shelving to this side, so you can just flick this mirror, this comes open and it gives access to that shelving there. Also you can open the door, you have a base here with storage underneath, a coat hanger rail above, and then these two shelves that you saw just a second ago. Oh, and down here, this lifts up, it's a bit pointless, but it lifts up and gives better access to under here. Fantastic washroom. So, taps. It's a swivel tap, hot and cold. Tap to that side, lift it up, this gives you hot water. And I've got the hot water running on the electric at the minute, I think. Oh, no, sorry, on the gas. So, but I'll explain to you about that when I come to it. So that's getting hot. Can you see the steam rising? I don't know if that's showing you the steam, but it is rising. That's very hot, so watch what you're doing. And they are mixed taps, so you can mix it. That's hot, that's cold. Back into the shower. Lever up, that's cold. That's on cold. Push it across for the hot. That's on hot. Remember, it gets very hot in here, so I don't want you all burning yourselves. I'm faffing a bit, but never mind. Right, so then I'll close this door. Brings us to the cooker. It's got a glass lift-up lid, and it's an electronic igniter. So I'm going to put this camera down again so you can see things. Let me see if you can see what's going on here. Right. Let me explain first. This ring at the back is electric, and these three rings are gas. So I'll just click these on with this igniter. That's got this back ring on, lit. This one's lit. That's lit. So just to show you that all the rings are working. I'll shut that door, it's quite breezy. Yep, so that's the gas rings, and then you've got the grill under here with grill pan. I'll probably do this with one hand, I think. No, I can't. Right, just you sit there a minute. Right, that's ignited the grill. Like that. See the grill's working. Then below is the oven. I'll just turn that grill off and then we can open this oven door. So the oven below, I'll light that for you. You can see that working. That's the oven on. So the cooker works, the hob works, the grill works. And like I say, there's also an electric ring on here, and that works. But I obviously can't show you that because I can put my hand on it and go out, couldn't I? But I don't think I'll be doing that. So I'll turn everything off. Right, so that's the oven. Light above, that works. Sink, this has got a glass lid on it. Lift the lid up. Plug there. A swivel tap, the same as the other ones. Hot water. Hot water there. Push it across for cold water, like that. so you know that the sink tap's working and everything. Below the sink is the fridge. Now the fridge at the minute, I've got it turned on 240 volt hookup, so it's a rotating switch. This is 12 volt, which I find very useless, to be honest. This is 240 hookup, and this is on gas. Now this Caravan is very temperamental to light the fridge on the gas. You'll hear it clicking outside, and then when it lights it'll go poof and it'll come on, but like I say, it is temperamental. Onto that position there, that's for when you're hooked up on the electric for the 240. It works brilliantly on the 240, and this is a rotating dial for the temperature of the fridge. Fridge door, three shelves and one below. You got a little area there for storage, 2 shelves and a freezer box, and there's also a light in the fridge. So I've got it on 240. It's cooled down lovely. It's very cold in there. Ice maker. Lovely fridge. And then this push button here, you've got a drawer there for extra cutlery, but there is cutlery coming with this fan. There is cutlery coming with this fan, should I say. In this cupboard here, a shelf above, and these are all the gas taps for the gas appliances, and they're all on the on position. And I forgot to show you, just below the fridge, the cooker is a storage area for pots, pans and things. And to the side of it is another little cupboard, and in here is stored the table. So this table, these legs fold down, and it's a freestanding table, so you can either have it down here, although there is a table there which I'll show you in a second, or it's great for outside in the awning. And that just pops back in there. Close the door up. That brings us into the front of the van with, sorry, no, we've got some more cupboard space here, I haven't showed you yet, have I? A drawer there. These are the controls for the Caravan mechanism. So at the minute, we've got it hooked up onto the 240, and I've got this switch switched on for the battery charger, so this maintains your battery charger. This is clicked on for the electric water heater, and this is clicked on for the space heater. So this water heater, to heat the water on electric in the van, you just click that switch on, make sure that your water system's full of water obviously, click that switch on and that'll heat your water up, and that's what we're on at the minute. There is another way to get hot water in the van, and this is by this control here, the one on the left. And this is to light it on the gas, and all you do with this is turn it this way and that little green light comes on. Now if that green light stays on and doesn't click off red, it's now heating the water on gas. If it clicks off onto the red, remember that cover I showed you outside for the vent for the water heater, it may be that you've left that on, or that your gas has turned off at your bottle under your front cover, or that your gas bottle is empty. Now that stayed green, so what that's telling me now is that is now heating up the water on gas. So that's how to put it. That's how to do it on the gas. Turn it off, and that is how to do it hot water on the electric. This is space heater. Now what this is doing, it's working in conjunction with a fan behind the fire and that control there. So in effect what is happening, we're getting hot water into this Caravan, hot blown air into this Caravan through that vent there, and there's one in the washroom just round the corner, and it also radiates out of the front of the fire. Now, so that's how you're getting hot air on 240 volt hookup. And all you do with this control, I'm going to turn this into the off position, and I'm going to turn that switch off. And also there's a fan behind the fire, I'm going to turn that off. So we'll start again. Hot air into the van for heating. Click that switch on, come to this switch, you can either do 1000 watts, 500 watts or 2000 watts, either, doesn't matter. Click it up, you get a green light. This is now heating up the elements behind the fire. You come down here, this controls the speed of the fan behind, and if you flick this to the left, you'll hear the fan come on. That's on continuous. Or if you was to click it to the right, depending on what temperature you've set the gauge on there, it'll turn on and off, maintaining a balance of temperature. So that's how you get your hot blown air in this Caravan. Now this fire works on gas as well, so you can get hot air by gas, and I'm just going to have to put you down in a minute, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to light this fire. Oh, I'm going to do it actually. So to turn it on gas, push this down and turn it to 1. Click this, and behind here it'll be lighting a pilot light. So if you just bear with me, I'll light that on the gas. Right, so it's lit on the gas, so I'm going to hold that down for 10 seconds or so, but behind here, there you can see that flame there. That's now the fire lit on the gas. So I'll put a bit of temperature on it. It stayed on, look. And I'm just showing you that it's working, the fire works on the gas. And then you can go back to this control again, turn that fan to auto. So now the gas fire is blowing hot air out the front, and it's also again blowing hot air around the Caravan. So this is the blown hot air system. So that is how you get heat on gas and heat on 240. I really hope that made sense, and I hope I've explained it correctly. But there will always be this video to refer to. Above the fire you have a couple of drawers, loads of cutlery in there, and then here we've got a load of instruction manuals for the cassette toilet, how to operate the gas fire, the ultra heat, that's on the electric heat, information about the hob and the grill and everything. That's a wiring diagram for the Caravan. The original owner's handbook there. This is for the status aerial information. Winterization kit explaining how to do winterization. Here you've got the control, the booklet to tell you about the power touch motor mover, which I've explained to you already. And this here is the National Certificate Council. So when the Caravan were new, they're issued with these. And to just show you inside it, if I can open it with one hand, I'm going to have to put you down again, sorry. So in here, it shows that this Caravan was made in 2004. There is another way to work out the age of a Caravan, and I'm just going to pop back outside with Hitch and show you. I should have done this while I were outside. Never mind, 1 minute. So we have the certificate council in there saying it's a 2004, and then in the windows of the Caravan you have the CRIS registration numbers, which is the VIN number for the Caravan. And the way to confirm the age of a Caravan is, if you look at this number here, this is a CRIS number, but it's also the chassis number of the Caravan. And if you count in the 10th digit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, it comes to a 4. And that says that this Caravan was made in 2004. Right, back in. So it's a 2-berth. So this seating area at the front makes into a double bed. I'll just show you how this table works first. So this is a flip back table, so you get on this handle, pull it forward like this, flip this back, and that gives you table space in here, and below it are a couple of drawers. That's control crystal for condensation control in the winter months, and you just pop it into one of them and just leave it in your Caravan and it takes damp away. That bag's got a few spare curtains in it. Under here you've got a rack for on the sink for draining plates and things, and knives and forks. That's the vent I explained to you about. Plug sockets, they all work. You've got access to underneath this seating either by lifting that door down. That is a spare awning ground sheet with some spare Caravan skirts underneath. Same on this side, storage underneath. And you remember I was talking about the water heater. Now in winter you don't want to be leaving water in your system because it'll freeze and it'll ruin your water heater basically. So what you need to do in winter is open up all your taps, come under here, and that little yellow lever, can we see it? That little yellow lever there, you flick it upwards and it drains the water system. Very important because you don't want to ruin your water heater. Right, I'm just going to put these to one side and then I'll just quickly make up this bunk, then you can see how easy it is. Now to make this bunk up, all you do is grab hold of this, slide it this way, right to the very end, like that, and then I'm going to put these cushions down, but you rearrange them however you want them. So you'll pull this cushion into the middle, like this, and then the back one will drop down like that. Push that up against it, pull this one across, and push that one down like that. I'm going to put it down a second. And then that makes up your double bed. So you can either sleep on that side or that side, or make it into a big double bed. That is massive. I think I've probably said all I can now at the minute. So remember, this Caravan has got absolutely everything. It's in good condition. Everything works, apart from the fridge, which I spoke about, which can be very temperamental to light on the gas. I've showed you how to operate everything. I've shown you the washroom, shown you everything. Yep, I've showed you everything. Like I say, it's dry in here, it doesn't leak water, and the solid's a floor. The floor is solid, sorry. And also, if you want this Caravan delivering, I can deliver it at £1 a mile, postcode to postcode, one way. So there you have it. 2 awnings, 2 water butts, wastewater. You've got the Caravan step, you've got the hitch lock, the wheel clamp security lock, the hookup lead, leg winders, it's got the motor mover. I've showed you how to operate that. So that's about it, and thank you for watching. Bye for now.